Hello and welcome to Up the Villa podcast. We finally won a game. Can you believe it? Our 5 game losing streak has come to an end. I'm over the moon that we've picked up the win for Gerrard, for the team. Watkins' goal, absolutely fantastic. But before we start, I'd like to thank Matt and Steve for sending me Aston Brewing Co. their new beer mats. So what I thought I'd do is I'd show you guys unboxing what we've got inside. They are quality. This is their 3rd edition, so I've got all 3 now, thanks to the guys. I think they make great Christmas presents coming up. So I'll show you a few of them. There's a few of my favourites. We've got a cheeky Buendia. That one's quality. Love that one. We've got a this one. Love this one. Leon Bailey. Absolutely quality that one is as well. And my favourite ever Villa player, Angel. So top quality. You get loads in your pack. And hit them up on Twitter, Aston Brewing Co. I think I've got some of their details actually here. So it's at Aston Brewing Co. That's on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and their website is www.astonbrewing.co. So be sure to check them out. Great Christmas presents, loads of beer mats. So thank you for sending me them. And yes, let's get on to it then. Aston Villa 2, Brighton 0. We spoke about it in depth, didn't we? About Gerrard coming in, and we've spoke about it previously in all our videos. But one thing that Villa fans wanted to see, 2 o'clock, who is in the team. That was the first thing. I think every Villa fan was, pretty happy with it. And then the next thing is how we came out, how we played, what the formation was like. Was it different to what they were being told to do? And I think we started the game well. I thought the passing was good. But the one thing for me, the shape of the team, the organisation was there, plain to see. We looked a lot more solid. We were happy to let Brighton have possession, basically. And in games gone by, we've been absolutely all over the show. We've been run ragged. But today, we held firm. We knew what they were trying to do. They were getting out wide every single time, and we were just containing them. So I was really happy with that. And I thought we did good. I think obviously it's a work in progress. We're going to get better. He's only had certain players for 2-3 days. So if that's what he can do in 2-3 days, get the win, then I'm buzzing. I'll bring Justin in. Justin, you must be buzzing. By the way, he's over your shoulder, so watch what you're saying.
Yeah, I've got to watch what I'm saying because I've got the main man with me tonight. So a new addition to the podcast, Super Stevie G. Hopefully he's going to bring us loads of good luck this season. I'm relieved, to be honest, mate. I'm absolutely relieved. That last 10 minutes is just what we needed, wasn't it? Chuffed to bits with the win. I think that's ultimately all that mattered today, was getting 3 points and getting off to a decent start. It was a overall far from a polished performance, but what do you expect? He's only had a week with the lads, so it's not going to be. Plus, most of them been away on international duty. So, whilst I'm sure he's got some of his longer term plans into their ears and into their heads, he hasn't had anywhere near enough time to try and get anything sorted on the training ground. But I think what we did see was a good start, like you said. First 10 minutes was really good. Nice intensity. Looked like we wanted to pass the ball as well. And after that, he did peter out into a bit of a cat and mouse game, didn't it? I think Gerrard said after the game that he always expected them to have a lot of possession, which he was which he was happy to concede the possession in areas which wasn't going to hurt us. And I mean, second half they had loads of possession, but they just did nothing with it. So, for me, I think it's the right way to go. Crack on, have the ball in your own half, and just whack it around the back four all day. If you're not going to do anything with it, then we're not going to worry about you. But the minute they came into any kind of position where they looked like they're going to threaten, that's when we closed down and nicked the ball off them. I think, if I'm honest, I think Potter made a big mistake taking the fullbacks off. I think that was their outlet, wasn't it? And then they, after that. Realistically, when the subs came on, that's when the game changed for us. I think the 3 substitutions were all very good. I think they all had an impact. Ashley Young ended up, I think, playing almost centre midfield, didn't he? Where we was having a bit of a pop at Dean Smith the other week for putting him on a centre mid. But I think in the last 10 minutes, it sort of worked, didn't it? Because El Ghazi was on the left, I think, and then Bailey was on the right. It was almost a 4-2-3-1, wasn't it, with 10 to go? And it worked for us, What a fantastic goal. I mean, Ollie Watkins, it was like reminiscing Liverpool goal last season, wasn't it? Cut inside, 2 touches, and phenomenal strike into that far corner. I thought it was brilliant. Just what we wanted to see. You could feel the relief. You could feel the tension just disappear over the top of the whole 10, couldn't you? As soon as that went in, and then we started to play a bit after that. They had to come out. They had to have a go, and we capitalised and got the second. I mean, I've got to be honest, Tyrone Mings' right foot, that's a phenomenal finish, that is, from him. He didn't have a second to think about it. He's just got to get good connection, and he absolutely buried it. So I'm pleased for Tyrone Mings. I think we did talk in the preview pod about who was going to be captain, and I think what Gerrard said is very clever. He hasn't stripped him of the captaincy. He said at the moment he's the captain. He's happy to make him the captain, but he's got to prove to him that he's worthy of the position, which I think is fair enough. So all it does now, it gives Tyrone Mings the opportunity to go and show the manager what he's made of. And I think today was a fantastic start for him because he was great. He was superb. I think he led like a leader should. He didn't make any mistakes. He was good on the ball. He was not wasteful as he's been. He wasn't, untidy with possession. He didn't give the ball away. Another standout player for me who gets a lot of stick was Nakamba. I thought he was outstanding, middle of the park. I thought he broke the play up well. His use of the ball was a lot better, which he gets a lot of stick for. But I think the biggest problem in Nakamba is he comes in and plays one game and he's great, but then over a period of 5, 6, 7 games, he sort of impact does wane a bit. But I thought today he was really, really good. I say substitutions were the key. And to allow them to have the ball was good as well, because they do hurt you if you sort of let them dictate in the final third, and we never did that. We just allowed them to have it deep, and then we just picked them off. Overall, very, very good. As I say, relief from me. I'm over the moon with one, but it's the best thing about that win today is it just takes the pressure off everybody. Gerrard's got his win straight away. We can all relax a little bit now and stop fretting so much about looking behind us. We need to look up now and see where we can go. And we're not a million miles away from mid-table now, 3-4 points. I think Palace drew today, so I think we can go there with a bit more confidence. We'll have another week training behind us. Everybody's back in the camp. Gerald will be over the moon, and we can relax a bit. This is great.
Couple of points. I thought Mings wasn't booting the ball. I think there was a moment in the first half when he went to boot it, and I think he just stopped and he just passed it, and I think that was a lot better. Nakamba, watch the highlights of our first goal, and the ball comes in from a Brighton cross. Nakamba cuts it out brilliantly to stop it going to one of their players, lays it off to Young. He does his little bit of magic, and we're away. That goal starts from Nakamba cutting out that cross, which was very, very good. It was a good goal, good goal, and from the back to the front, it was counter-attacking, explosive counter-attack, really. And we saw this against Everton when we go 1-0 up, and I know we bottled it against Wolves, but that injection of confidence into that team, once we scored today, we were knocking it around confidently, and they just look a different team. And I just think a couple more games, higher up the table, playing with a lot more confidence, I think we're going to be really, really dangerous. I think we've got some good players, and I'm just excited to see where we can go with it, really. Like you said, I thought Nakamba was good. I thought Target was great against Lamptey. I thought he played really well against him. I thought he didn't put a foot wrong, really. Thought the ref was a bit shocking today. It was an annoying ref. Didn't really give much in Villa's way. So he was a little bit annoying. But I just think, for me, sat in the whole end, when that first goal went in, that relief of what we've watched for those 5 games, losing, the scenes, it was brilliant. I mean, I think I nearly broke some kid's chair. I was standing on this kid's chair. And shout out to the lads that I sit with. We had a real good day today. It was really enjoyable just watching the Villa with them, and I absolutely loved it. But I just think we just need to be patient now, because there was times in the game where the crowd were getting a little bit edgy, and I'm just like, just relax. You just got to be calm. We can't get too negative at every misplaced pass, or it just needs to just relax a little bit. That was my only observation from the crowd today. It was just a little bit like, I don't know, twitchy, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that's born out of losing 5 games on the trot, isn't it? We made the managerial change, so he's obviously going to get plenty of time to sort things out. But like I said, that's what the most important thing today was, them being polished, because there was a lot of anxiety in the crowd. You could feel the tension, descending. The longer it went on, as it just looked like it was petering out to a 0-0 draw, which in the bigger scheme of things, with what's just gone on and what's happened to us over the last 5-6 weeks, I would have probably took a draw with 10 minutes to go and said, okay, we've stopped the rot. We haven't lost the game. There's lots to work on. But so to nick the 2 goals at the end is just the icing on the cake for me today. And it's something that he can build on. And it is now a matter of building blocks, isn't it? He's had a first chance to have a look at him in the 90 minutes. I think quite a few of them would have impressed him. There's lots to work on, like he said after the game. He's not going to rest on his laurels now. He's going to go and drill into them exactly what he wants out of each and every one of them. And I think a few of them, especially the substitutes, have done themselves no harm today. I mean, I thought Al Ghazi looked tidy when he come on again. Another player that gets a lot of stick, but it's a fresh start for every single one of them players today. And don't always believe what you read on Twitter, because Sanson apparently was injured. Yeah, he's on the bench today, so he's obviously going to be in and around it now, hopefully, as well. I thought Ramsey played well. I thought he had a good game today. I think overall he'll be pleased, but I think he'll know there's still lots and lots of work to do, and that's what he'll be doing.
I think that point you made as well, at getting that win straight away. We're not chasing that first win under Gerrard, are we?
Vital.
It was a little bit like when we got promoted, wasn't it? And it was all about, we've got to get the first win in the Premier League. And it's like, game by game, you're adding a bit of pressure to it. So out the way. But I think it's an exciting job for Gerrard, isn't it? Because once like we said, once he stabilises us a little bit now and we start climbing that table, there's a team here. There's a dangerous team here, I'm telling you. And I'm just excited for it. So
I think when you look at the fixtures coming up, especially as well, given, we've got that, I felt that was the game we really needed to win today, although it wouldn't have been the end of the world with a draw. Palace away looked a really tough fixture a couple of weeks ago with our form. They've drawn today. I think we can go there confident and try and get
goals as well, though, don't they?
They do. They
goals.
Yeah. So I think he'll with our attacking options, I think he'll definitely be looking at trying to exploit that. And I think the back 4 looked a lot tighter today. And then you got Man City. Leicester look very odd this season. Leicester are. Liverpool away, very tough. And then Norwich. So, and then Burnley. So, he's got some games there where he can really pick some points up, and it's almost an ideal run now up to January, and he can properly assess what he's got and what he needs, and then January we can maybe dip in the market if we can get a good deal done and get 1, maybe 2 players in. And I only see us going one way now, and that's up. So I think we've just got, like you say, it's keep calm, don't over panic. Give him time to settle in. Give him time to get his thoughts over to the team. I think you've got to give him till at least the new year before we start seeing a proper Steven Gerrard, what he wants his team to play like, and then we can start really pushing up the table.
That passion as well, I loved it. I loved it from him today.
It's brilliant, isn't it? You can't beat that cutaway when the manager's giving it loads, jumping up and down and fist pumping. We all know, I mean, it is again going to get a little bit boring every time he gets interviewed. He gets asked about Liverpool, but I think he's the kind of character that just gets infused by football, and you can see that's his passion. That's what he's lived his whole life for, and he knows what a big club we are. And I think you said earlier in a message on the text group that he gets it. He gets us. He gets the size of club we are. He gets the passion of the fan base. And I think he knows exactly what we need. He mentioned it a couple of times in his interview after the game. The fans we needed the fans today, and he did say we got a bit edgy, but and that's understandable given the thing. But ultimately, just got to get them wins on the table, and we'll all start to relax a little bit.
Great stuff. So we'll leave it there. That's our reaction. Get in the comments how you feel like we did, and we have a very, very special guest this week. And if you follow us all on Twitter, you'll know who it is. So I'm not going to tell you who it is, but it's big. It's very, very big. So, yeah, follow us on Twitter if you want to find out who it is. But yeah,
very exciting.
I'm
Very,
not
very
saying
exciting.
nothing. But this week, it'll be for the Palace preview. So that'll probably be out Wednesday.
And get buying them beer mats as well. I've got some in my bar. You probably can see in that corner there. Look, just in that corner there. They are absolutely
showing off
brilliant.
now with his bar. But yeah, they're cool. I'll show you a few more then. Scottish Cafu, Little Craft Lager, Peter With. What we got here then? Who's this one? I don't know who that one is. Oh,
They did a one-off special Dino as well, which I thought was quite nice. So that was a nice. That's the one, yeah. Lovely touch that is. Fair play. Yeah.
Oh, this one's cool as well. Barry,
nice.
I like that one. Yeah, so be sure to check these out. These are quality. And then we'll be back in the week as well. So up the Villa. Buzz, we got